Right. My name is Tyrell Friesen. The date and time of this interview is 121 on October 9th. I've shared the contract with my client, and the micro skills I'll be focusing on are attending behavior, asking open-ended and closed-ended questions, and restating and rephrasing the client's story. I have a timer here going, so you can see the length of the interview as we're done. All right. Good afternoon, Azabra. How are you today?
Doing good.
Going well. That's good. What brings you in today?
I was just looking to see if we can have a conversation.
Yeah, of course we can. Is there anything particular that you want to talk about? No?
Not really.
Okay. Well, you are a college student. How's school going? How's college going for you?
Um, College is going well. The classes are manageable, even with 17 credits. Um, I don't think the work is too hard. I think it's just a matter of time, a matter of time commitment and like just yeah, using your time efficiently, really.
I understand. Is there more to like how you've been navigating that time? Is there other things that may be significant in how you've been navigating college so far?
Um, I would say like a concern of mine is like just paying for it really, not so much like the academic side of things, just like being able to stay in college is seeming like a less viable option for me.
I hear you. So it sounds like you've been managing pretty well in college. You feel as though like you've just been having to focus on time management and managing your time efficiently, but also there's also the concern of a financial burden or financial barrier that might keep you from staying in college. Is that correct?
Mm.
Okay. Um, what are your feelings about all of that? That's a lot to, just have sitting on you as you're actively in college. Is there any feelings or any strong emotions that come about when you're thinking about these things?
It's a little, I don't want to say it's discouraging, but it feels discouraging to um kind of think that I might not be able to continue like I thought I was because of the financial things. It kind of sucks. Like you think that doing good in high school and like getting good grades and scholarships will last and it'll help you, and then it doesn't. And then I don't know how many other people are in the same boat, but like you're kind of stuck at this point where you might be forced to like work several jobs while you're doing school, but you also have to keep up your grades to maintain whatever scholarships you do have. So it's just, I don't know. It's discouraging, it's overwhelming, and it's kind of sad, honestly.
I understand. Uh, just like the work you put in and um the drive you had to get here, it seems like it might, not amount to much now that you're in the situation you're in with just managing and like having faced with a financial burden. I can understand that, and I would encourage you to think about how 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 much it took for you to get here, and even though it might not seem like um, where you're at now is where you want to be, or what you thought it might, or where you thought it might be, how you would be in this moment in time. The fact that you're in higher education and the fact that you worked so hard and you recognize that your hard work paid off to some degree, even if it's not maybe what you expected or thought, you should still be proud of yourself and still be encouraged to continue, doing whatever it is you need to do to be happy and be successful in your life. Um, what what do you think you um wait, let me rephrase that question. Um, is there anything that is encouraging about maybe like your future, or do you have anything in the works or in plans to look forward to?
Um, hmm. Feel like even if I'm not able to complete college here, I might be able to do so elsewhere. and I guess it means it's good to know that like I've had some sort of experience at college. Like I lived on campus. I became part of stuff on campus, like organizations, and um, I've had some fun here and all of that. And I guess that's just something to be appreciative of. Like even if this journey has to be paused or like taken into another direction, like I've had the experience of like being at college, like starting college. So if it ever was that I need to like stop for a year and come back, I think it'll be something that's much easier for me to do because I'm already aware of the expectations that are upon me as a college student.
Mm.
So
Does that seem like something you would want to do to try and use your experience that you are gaining now in the case that you might have to seek education elsewhere? Is that something that like you want for yourself, or is it just an option that you see that you have?
I think it's more of like an option that I have. I didn't want to be tripped up in my process. I was just hoping that, this will be the one time where I could actually be at one school, and it's not the case still. So,
I
yeah.
understand. Um, could we unpack that a little bit? What you said about this being your only chance to stay at one school, um, that might lead to some root cause of discouragement. Is because if you see a pattern coming up again, it might lead to worse feelings or exacerbate your feelings of what you're going through right now. So what did you mean by that?
Um, well, growing up, I always like moved, if not like every year, like every other year. And, you know, now that I'm out of my house and it's not like up to everybody else where I go, it still kind of sucks to see that like I might have to end up moving too. So it's just I don't know. I thought that things would be different, and I thought that things being in my control would uh, change things. Maybe I could just have some more stability, but like I don't have the money to be stable. So
Definitely, I agree. Uh, felt like the one thing you could control with your hard work that you mentioned earlier, um, may not be so in your control, like you said, and that could definitely be discouraging. Is that correct?
mhm.
I understand. Well, what do you foresee yourself not doing about that, but like what are your next steps? What are you finding yourself thinking about or looking towards for? Because you're not just gonna give up, of course. I suspect.
Yeah. I tried to get like an on-campus job, but they don't really pay enough to pay for anything. Like it's just not a livable wage. It's not a pay for collegeable wage or whatever. So I've been trying to look at other options, and I think that the best course of action for me would be to join the military. So I've been in the process of um, getting all of my documents together and studying for the PICAT exam. And yeah, I guess I'm just trying to like finish out this semester strong, which is pretty hard knowing that like I have a whole different plan now. So it's been kind of difficult. It's a little harder to not quit knowing that I have something else lined up for me, but I know that me finishing strong is important to my success going into the army. So I'm I'm just trying my best.
Um, I understand. I believe I understand. So right now you're at a place where you want to finish your semester strong, um, because you know it's good for your success, but you also have an alternative plan of going to the military. And um, hmm, why the military? Is that just like a only option kind of thing, or was there something specific about the military that uh, led you to? be interested in?
I think honestly, like a big thing for me is that like, well, number one, I really wanted to finish college. And I know that I can't afford to stay at Valpo. I know that I don't want to take out any more loans and like be any more in debt. So I just thought that with the benefits that the military offers, like the post 9/11 GI Bill and all the other supplemental things, and just like the income, I thought it would all be worth it, and it would help me still achieve the goal of like getting finished with school, and then also just something even greater than that too. So um, I thought that that was, the best course of action for me moving forward to try and get what I thought, would be good for me, and hopefully like bring some success upon my life. Maybe I feel like that is a path to stability in the near future rather than continuing growing in debt and like going to a different school and stuff.
Okay. It sounds like ultimately you just want better for yourself. You want some type of stability, some type of success that is gained through your hard work. Because you are a hard worker. You mentioned that even though you're discouraged, you're still trying to finish up out the semester strong. The military isn't, for people who are lazy and who don't work hard. You seem to have a hardworking characteristic about you, and that's really good. That's uh, a valuable strength that I think you should not forget and you should embody as you go forward, as you go into the military. Um, are there any, I guess, emotions tied to your decision? Is it kind of just like this is what's best for me, and even though no matter what, no matter how I feel about it, I know this is what's best for me. Is there no like emotions or feelings that's tied to your decision?
Um, I'm just a little sad that things had to go this way, but I'm also looking forward to it because again, like I do think that this will bring me like some sort of fulfillment that I've been looking for. Um, I guess like to add to the sad part, I'll just be leaving everything behind. So that's not gonna be easy. I think like that's what I've been. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of the corner that I'm being backed into.
When you say you're leaving everything behind, are there any specific things that you are that are like extremely or especially making you feel like you're abandoning something or you're losing something by going to the military?
Well, um, I have like a long term relationship, and so like that's a big thing that's been weighing on me about this. I just kind of have to leave, and then I won't have um means to contact him and um be as present as I was before. And I feel bad that I'm leaving, and also like my family too. But I've kind of been away from them in college, so yeah, I don't know. I feel like on one hand I'm making everybody proud, but on the other hand I'm like letting everybody down.
What about this decision to go to the military makes you feel like you're letting everybody down?
I feel like I'm an important part of my family, and also like it's gonna suck being away from my relationship for like a long period of time too. So I guess like I feel like my absence is gonna weigh on people.
I think I understand. Um, what I'm hearing is that you you know this is a good decision, and you're not necessarily um while you're not necessarily happy about it, you know it'll be good for you, and you know it's something that you want to do to give yourself a better chance at stability. And that's a good thing. Those are good things to want for yourself, to want for your family, to want for your relationship. Um, have you expressed these feelings of, I guess, the other side of the coin and letting people down to anyone that you're concerned about?
Um, Not really. I don't want to have the conversation and then like the rest of my time being would just be like, oh, but you're gonna leave. You know, I don't want to. I don't want that to be like in people's minds when I'm around during this time that I had to be here still. So I'm just trying to like continue like living it out as normally as possible, really. And then just like when goodbye is goodbye. That's it.
Because you don't want the atmosphere to change from like, oh, Azariah's here to oh, Azariah's here for a second, or she's here for a while, or she's here until she's not.
Yeah, pretty much.
Uh, I think that showcases a great deal of care and kindness within you. You're thinking of others, even though you're faced with probably the biggest, most mysterious and different part of your life that you're going into, and you're still thinking about others and the people close to you. I think that shows a lot of care and kindness and consideration for those that are close to you. Um, well, you can do that, of course. I think that's, like I said, admirable. But what about you? How do you like? Do you have a plan set in how you're gonna manage your emotions and manage how you feel throughout this time?
I mean, I just try to do the same thing. Like, it's up to me to kind of talk about, how that experience, like, transitioning into the military is. And so, like, I'm trying to, again, like, keep my focus on living here today and finishing school rather than thinking so much about what I have in store for me. Obviously, I still got to take care of the responsibilities I do have to get in.
Mm.
Um, but I'm still trying to like be present where I'm at.
Could you tell me a little bit about the your family or the people close to you that you are leaving behind, or you feel as though that?
Um, Even though I'm here in Valpo and my family's in the Chicago area, I still go back home often. I think they need me. They always ask for me. Um, when I go home, I'm doing my best to like help everybody, have fun, and I don't know. Even though I'm here, I still feel like an important part of the family. Even though I might not be doing all the things I used to do, like when I was in high school living there and like having so much of that responsibility, but um, I know that I'm still dependent on in a way. So just thinking about like how I won't be able to be dependent on anymore, or like I won't be able to be there when they call me, it's kind of sad.
How's your how is this dependent relationship? Do you feel as though it's like one-sided, like you're giving all your energy to your family or the people in your family, and there's no support or reciprocation of that um like relationship or that?
I don't I don't really know how to answer that. I feel like I'm just a giver. And so it's never like I expect anything back. I just like to be around and I like to help. So, um I would say that like everything that I do for them is just reciprocated. I don't think like there's an exact means of reciprocation, but like it's out of love. So, I don't know. There's no like I'm doing this, but they do nothing for me type of attitude.
Okay.
Even if it's literally the type of thing where I go, I spend my time and my money to help, and then
Mhm.
I just kind of hang out and like spend that quality time with them. Like that's kind of how it is. But I don't. I don't see it as like a parasitic relationship or
Of
anything
course,
like
I'm
that.
sorry. I didn't mean to imply anything like that. I was just seeing if there was any support that you felt from them because I think it might be beneficial. Now, this is just my opinion. I'm not saying we should do this right now, unless you would want to. But I was just gonna see if you'd be open to have that conversation and see like express these feelings to the people that you feel like you might be letting down in a way. Because I think that having a conversation and understanding how they might feel might help you not feel like you're letting them down or you're leaving them or you're abandoning them. And it could be moving forward a relationship to where they support you and they show you they support you um, as you're getting ready to make this decision and make this next step in your life. And it might be easier on you to feel as though this is not only good for you, but good for the people around you, and that they think it's good for you and good for well, not them, but like it's for you. But like you know what I'm trying to say. Like I think that if you were willing to have that conversation with those people that you value so much and you care so much and consider um, how they're feeling, that it could in turn be easier on you and you could get a better grasp how they actually feel. Is that something that you think you would want to work towards? Maybe are open to do.
I would say yes, I'm open to it. My family has expressed support in the decision. Like just expressed it though, not giving any like real any real supplemental whatever. But I know that like they are in support of this decision to go to the military and they're proud of me for it. And I don't know. I feel like I could recognize that maybe my feelings about like letting them down is probably like not super realistic about how they feel.
It's still valid though. Still valid, of course, because it's um it's weighing on you and it's affecting you in a way that makes you sad to think about. And of course, you're never going to be happy about the fact that you're leaving people that you are close with and you care about. But it might be something that um, can lead you to be um, thoughtful about the future that's ahead and not so sad about the past and like the current state of leaving. But um, just confide in them and look for some support. And I think that it'll help you in terms of um, just overall in your well-being be uplifted. Um, you shared a lot with me today. You shared that you currently feel like you're managing your time and you're managing in college, but there's a financial burden and a barrier that's really keeping you from um, living out the entirety of your um, academic or curriculum. And um, you expressed that's discouraging because um, you worked really hard throughout high school, throughout your life, and you felt like now after all that hard work and you know what you earned to be in this position, you feel as though it's still out of your control, and you feel as though it's like there's no um, it's not really looking bright for some stability and some success that you would want for yourself in your future. And the way you've um, already planned to um, work around that or take move and make that next step to join the military. But with that comes with its own emotions and its own feelings. You feel as though you um, are leaving people behind, leaving people that you care about behind, even though they're proud of you, they support you in your decision. It kind of still feels like sad that you won't be there for them. You won't be there to help them. You won't be there to provide the care and the giving that you express that you know have that dynamic with, and I'm sure you enjoy to do. But you also mentioned that you were willing to speak to them and even just express this and get that weight off your chest and your shoulders to maybe bring some peace or bring some um, alleviative conversation to the table to where you can not feel so um, discouraged and sad. Um, I guess as though you were abandoning. the people you care about. Um, I think moving forward, it'd be best just to practice um, really taking those moments and being grateful for them and being grateful um, that you have those people in your life that you can care about, that you can feel like you're close to, and really embrace them in those moments to where um, it doesn't seem like you're just pending on leaving them. It seems like it would probably beneficial to really embrace those moments and feel as though you're present in them and that they matter and that you can hold them close to you as you move forward. Uh, well, was there anything else that you wanted to discuss today? No. Uh, is there anything I could do to help you moving forward? Maybe after this conversation, is there anything that I could find out for you? Anything I could help you like formulate any conversation, any talking points that I can help you formulate with how you might want to bring up how you feel to your family.
Yeah, I think that might be not a bad idea.
Okay. Well, let's work on that. But unfortunately, our time is up for today. Um, I think in our next meeting, we can definitely talk through some strategies and talk through some ways to bring up how you feel to the people close to you, to where you can feel supported, more supported than you. You already feel supported. You already know they're proud of you, but you can feel as though your time isn't limited and that there's some impending doom or impending feelings of leaving that might discourage you in any kind of way. Because going to the military, you're definitely going to need to be all in it, all ready to go, you know. And I'm sure your family or the people close to you wouldn't want you to feel as though um, that they were holding you back from that. So I think that's a great point to start on next time. And I appreciate you for coming today.
Thank you.
Of course, thank you. Um, all right. It was about 25 minutes. It's now 1:48. I will um give my client. Are you okay? Give me
Yeah.
a second.
No, I'm okay.
Okay. You sure?
Hmm.
All right. I'll give my client the feedback form, and I believe that is all I needed to do for this interview. So let me know your feedback, and um yeah, I don't know how to end this. I'm gonna just wrap it up. All right.